All right. Well, we are going right into the next verses from Brother Gerard's message. We are looking at verses 29 and 30. And because he spoke a lot on the wine vinegar and Jesus drinking that, I'm not going to spend much time on that. But I do just want to encourage you. As he said, it points to Psalm 69:21. And I believe it's pointing really to that entire psalm. So I really do encourage you. It's about 36 verses, so I don't really want to take the time right now to read through it. But take some time this weekend. Read through Psalm 69 in light of the cross. I had never read it in that context before. But when I did, in preparing for this, I thought, oh my word, that's Jesus in so many of those verses. So I encourage you. I want you to look at that. But I want to focus on Jesus' words, "It is finished." So Jesus, he drinks it. And in verse 30 it says, when he had received the drink, Jesus said, "It is finished." With that, he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Now, I want to get a little nerdy. I'm going to do a language lesson, if you'll bear with me. See, in English, we have three tenses. We have past, present, and future. So we might say, he spoke, he is speaking, or he will speak. It's the same word, just changed a little bit to say when something happened. The Greek language, which the New Testament was written in, for the most part, in the Greek language, they had several different tenses, more so than just those three. And one of them, which Jesus uses here, is the perfect tense. The perfect tense is an action that is completed, will remain complete, and we still see the effects of it in the present. And that is what Jesus uses for "it is finished." The Greek word is tetelestai. Tetelestai. It is finished perfectly. Now, when I was thinking of this, I thought, if I were doing the dishes or I was finishing up doing the laundry, I wouldn't finish that and come to Stephanie and say, "It is finished" in the perfect tense. Because I know, give it an hour, and we're going to have more dirty dishes in the sink. Give it a week, we're going to have 2 full laundry baskets all over again. I barely feel the effects of us doing those chores by the next day, much less 2,000 years later. However, Jesus on the cross, he knew the future. He knew after this time on the cross, as we fill that sink full of sin and we fill that laundry basket full of unrighteousness, he's not going to have to come down from heaven again and say, well, got to do that chore again, got to get back on the cross. No, because it is finished. Tetelestai. It is finished perfectly. Once, for all time, for all sin, for all people. One time. So he doesn't have to get back on the cross every year, every week, every month, however often we sin. It is finished for all time. And so we still see the effects of that today, in the present, when we trust in that sacrifice, when we trust in what he was doing on that cross, on that Good Friday. We trust in that sacrifice to cleanse us of our sins, to make us righteous with God, to justify us, to make us clean. When we trust in that, turning from our sin, repenting of our sin, and turning towards God, we will be saved. Because it is finished. The work is finished. Our salvation is finished. We still walk in it. That's sanctification. We walk in it all of our life and work out what that looks like. But the work that makes us saved is finished perfectly. Tetelestai. So Jesus, knowing that it was finished, with that, he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Now, he didn't get it stolen from him. Nobody took it from him. He gave it up. He handed it to death for 3 days, and on that third day, early Sunday morning, he took it right back. He said, that's mine. He tells us he has the power to lay his life down and pick it back up. Nobody takes it from him. And so he gives up his spirit. He says, all right, I'm done. I am finished. It is finished.